up where I left off. Okay. It says, what subject matter do you think you are the most qualified to give advice about? Most qualified? I can tell you right now, if there's any little kids right now that are watching that, that are being bullied, I feel like I'm most qualified to let you know that it's gonna be okay. It might seem like, you know, this class is dragging forever because the bullies are relentless, and they just won't give you a break. And just know just know that one day it's all gonna pay off. Like it's or not even necessarily pay off, but um just know you're gonna be okay. And that might sound so plain as far as advice, but I'm telling you, you're gonna be okay means a whole lot. And as you get older, you're gonna really like understand what I'm saying when I say that, because reminding yourself you're gonna be okay you'd be surprised how hard that is to believe, and when you're talking about yourself, like, I'm gonna be okay, and how hard it is for some people to believe in themselves, like, hey, I'm gonna be okay. But you are going to be okay. So I feel like I'm the most qualified to speak on, you know, being bullied. And I'm okay today. I know it's going to affect you in some kind of way. I haven't even figured out how it's affected me. It might have something to do with like how I look at people, maybe, and why I don't want to really be bothered with them. But you're gonna be okay. What am I most qualified to give advice about? Oh, I guess I already answered that. All right. What do you love about yourself? What do you love about yourself, but worry others will struggle to accept? I'm not worried about nobody struggling to accept nothing. I mean, I'm honest, and if you don't like my honesty, I'm not worried about you accepting it. You ain't got to do nothing. You understand? Nothing. Nothing. Are you more likely to hold a grudge or forgive? The younger me hold a grudge. Nowadays, I let things go. I just, forgive. Because I know it's not about them. It took me a long time to, stand in that truth. Would you rather be the hottest or the most intelligent person in the room? The most intelligent. Would you rather give or receive? I'm used to being a giver. I mean, I was not spoiled by any means, so I guess I would have to say give. It does make you feel good when you give somebody something and they smile. Um, what would be the worst thing to be famous for, and what would be the stupidest? The stupidest thing would be to go viral for like doing something for ratings or for views, like just like, for example, just like if I ate these deck of cards right now, like, that's stupid. Why? Um, the worst thing to be famous for, to be a person with no talent. Just no talent at all. And they out there. Okay? How do you think that peer pressure has impacted your life? I was never peer pressure to do anything. Anything that I've done, I wanted to do. Okay, well, there was this. It didn't really affect my life though, and it didn't ask me to explain it either. Which people's opinions matter most to you? My aunt Janine, and she's the only one. Her and God. I don't care about what nobody else got to say. Um, What do you need when you are angry? I need a minute. Give me. I need to get it out. You know, I need to vent, and then just give me a little bit. Give me like a good 30 minutes. I'll be fine. Not ready to talk to you again, depending on how pissed off you got me. But yeah. What do you need when you are stressed? I don't know. I really don't. What are the best and worst compliments you that a stranger has? Oh, honey. The best compliment. Somebody. I've been called beautiful. I've been called pretty. Um, the worst compliment I ever got. I remember I had faux locks and I had a certain color, and no, it was blonde. I had blonde faux locks, and I did it myself. Yarn locks, my bad. And a lady I used to work with, she was like, "Oh, I like that much better than the other one." I'm like, ma'am, have I ever complimented your hair? Pay attention to that. Maybe you should have just kept that to yourself. Put it on the shelf. I don't know. Like that wasn't. I'm like, you real bold today. I ain't feeling it. What are the best and worst insults you've received? Ooh, the best insult I've received. I shouldn't be this happy, but it was one time. I think it was a troll on the internet. They had said I looked like they they said I looked like I think they said one of the ants from that movie Ants. I thought that was good. I was like, I can't even be mad at you. The worst insult was a dude tried to say that I was dirty, like, but if you would have saw him, like, you would have been like, "Are you serious?" He got cussed out soon after, so shout out to you. Tell me an embarrassing story you have. Ooh, an embarrassing story. I don't wanna. Can I plead the fifth? Ain't no rules in this game. Not that I saw. Yeah, ain't no rules in this game. Embarrassing story. Embarrassing? Oh, well, okay. I remember I was going into. Okay, so in middle school, we had, in my English class, it was in a trailer, and we were on the way. I think we were like waiting to go in the class or something, waiting for the teacher, and somehow I slipped on mud. I think, and like the whole back of my pants, and they were blue pants, blue jean pants, was covered in mud, and I fell in front of the whole class. And I had to go and get like I had to switch my pants out for some gym pants. I mean, I have another story, but I really don't want to tell that story. Just a sin and a shame. Um, what's something you should probably be embarrassed about but are not? I don't have much shame. I think that might have been why it was hard for me to. I should be in. I should probably be in. I shouldn't be embarrassed about nothing. What kind of question is that? Sounds like the person who did this, drew up this game, is kind of judgmental. Okay. Um, what reality TV show I do you think you would be best on? Real Housewives of Potomac, or Real Housewives of Atlanta, or um, Bad Boys, Natalie's show on the Zeus Network. Um, I would say Bobby, I love you, Per, but I'm not interested in Bobby. Um, what reality TV show do I think I would be worst on? Love and Hip Hop. I ain't got no business on Love and Hip Hop. That show done dried up, honey. Ooh, now I done dropped the card. Um, How would you describe most of I ain't got no friends. I ain't got no friends. Um, what do you wish you could change about? I ain't got no friends. I ain't got no friends. I ain't got now. I ain't got now. How would you describe your temper? Like a volcano eruption. Cause it bubbles up to the top, then it spills out, then it just, it settles. Like the magma settles. Yeah. If your temper were a person, who would it look like? 50 Cent? Yeah. Do you think you are a great partner? I never had the chance to flex my skills. I've never been in a relationship before. I know I will be. Do you believe in the saying "a drunk mind speaks a sober heart"? Why or why not? Absolutely. I've been guilty of it a few times. That's actually what led to the demise, or the demise of me and my younger brother's relationship. I was drunk and I was trying to have a serious conversation, and a comment was made to me that I didn't like, and I completely spazzed. Um, Tell me the worst roommate. I don't have no roommate. They say tell the worst roommate story. Um, if you had to commit a crime, who would you call for help and why? My aunt, because she's smart and our minds put together, we would get away with it for sure. Um, how likely to get caught? Oh, how likely to get caught would you be? We wouldn't get caught. We would plan it so thoroughly. What do you think the last thing what was the last thing I cried about? I don't cry often. Anybody who knows me knows that. Um, it was probably either my brothers or my mother. Yeah. If I interviewed my exes, I can't answer that question. I don't have those. How would you describe your risk tolerance? Reasonably high. Not too high though. That's why I said reasonably. Tell me about a daily routine that you have and one you would like to adopt. I would like to adopt getting out there more, going out, like having fun. A daily routine that I have, I get up, um, I wake up, I pray, get on social media before I get up, wash my face, brush my teeth, probably lay back down if anything, or I'll eat if I'm hungry. Then go to work. The bills must be paid. What were you like in high school? I was actually pretty toned down compared to how I was in middle school. Cause, uh, what do you think my love? What do I think my love? What is my love language? I don't think I have one. How would I describe or label my style? Trendy, millennial, old. Sometimes it's a little old school and a little new school, whatever you call that. Vintage, yeah. If you could bring back one fashion from, from throughout history, what would it be? Um, the festive sweaters, like the big, oversized sweaters with like the all the stuff on it. Like I really love those. Have you ever been in a physical altercation? What happened? Yes, okay. I hit one of my siblings before in the back of the head. Um, and I got into an altercation with someone Okay, so with my sibling, I kept telling him to stop playing, stop playing. He wouldn't stop playing, and then I hit him in the back of his head. Um, with the other person, I felt ganged up on, and basically, it started off as like a joke, but I don't play for long. So they tried to kick me and it just went left. I still can't remember everything that happened. Um, I was told, but I can't remember myself. When was the last time you got into an argument? What happened? Last time I got into an argument? It was probably with my younger brother. And again, he said something I didn't like and I snapped. What things you do? Wait a minute. What things do I think gives me? Oh, basically, and what oh, basically, like what irritates me. I don't like when people stare. I don't like bad drivers. I don't like people who are too social, like or like people pleasers, or um people who run their mouth too much, people who don't mind their own business, people who try to be all up in your business, like nosy people. Um, yeah. Do you find anything about do I find anything about me contradictory? Yeah. A lot of the things I don't like people to do to me, I do to other people, and it's not even intentional. Um, what is the creepiest thing that a stranger has ever said? Bro, do not. Did y'all hear that? Stuff just falling. Don't do that. Um, Child, what is the creepiest thing a customer has ever said to you? Oh, I don't know. If I think really hard, I probably can think of what's the creepiest thing. I don't think I wouldn't say creepy. Okay, well, I wouldn't use it as creepy, but it was this down low guy who when I used to work at Walmart, he approached me and asked me what a bathroom is, and then he asked me, he was like, once I showed him where it was, because it was right beside customer service, and he was like, "You not coming in?" So yeah, that was creepy. Okay, yeah. I was like, "No." I'm like, "What?" Um, have you ever ghosted or stood someone up? Ghosted for sure. I've been ghosted. I've ghosted. I have been stood up. Yes, and I was looking good. Makeup was beat to perfection. Baby hairs was laid. Like what? Child. Um, but I turned lemon into lemonade. I took that look and made a YouTube video. Get into it. How does your current life differ from your ideal life? The only thing that's missing is more money and fame, really. Who is the pettiest person you know and why? Me, because I don't hold back, and I don't say everything that comes to my mind, but a lot of things that I do say probably I shouldn't say. um, yeah. Almost done with these chords. Then we can squeeze this in. Um, all right, to start dating someone, what do they need to have and be? They need to be established, they need to be of age. I would like for them to be a little older than me. I think I would say now at this point in life, they need to have a good job. They need to have, I ain't saying you gotta be a lawyer, but I don't want you working at McDonald's, okay? Now, ain't nothing wrong working at McDonald's. It's a job. But I would like to do certain things, and I don't want to have to. go 70-20 with you. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Um, they would have to know how to keep a job. And, yeah, I don't want you bouncing around because ain't nothing attractive about that. I would like for you to have your own place, your own car, your own money, your own thoughts. Like, don't be a yes man. They need to have a backbone to deal with me. I'm not for the weak. They need to have a good character, good conversation, humor. Like, I want you to be hilarious. I love to laugh. Would you date someone that your friends hated? Yeah. Because more than likely they would probably hate him because of something I said about him. And they got my back. What are you most likely to splurge on? Food, liquor, my hair. What are you most likely to be frugal with? My heart, my trust. What is one thing you have been holding on to that you wish you could let go of? Nothing now. Like, I honestly, like, my issues I had with my siblings and my mom, I let that go. I let it go. What do you crave more of in your life? Willpower? A social life? I could have one if I just left the house. Like, people like flock to me because they sense they feed off of my confidence. So all they gotta do is leave the house. If you were a band, what would your name be? I couldn't be a. Oh, it said if we were a band, so I can't answer that. All right. What have your past relationships taught you that you need, want, and should avoid? Um, what I need is loyalty. What I want is respect, and what I should avoid is toxicity. One's lopsided relationships. Do you think? Do I think that I intimidate other people? When I'm mad, yeah. 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 But like, if I'm not mad, no. Like, I never really understood the whole, like, if somebody walks in a room, they have an intimidating presence. Like, I don't get intimidated by people if they're not like upset. Like, um, I don't feel intimidated. Do you think that you intimidate? Oh yeah, I just asked that. All right. If someone wrote a book about me, what would the chapter you? What would the chapter you? I now. Oh, that I'm living in now is titled Redemption. What would the next chapter be? So this one would be redemption, and my next one would be elevation. What are your favorite compliments to receive? I love when people compliment my hair. I do love, the beautiful, sexy, or whatever like that. I do love those. Um, and like when I got on like a fire outfit, yes, compliment me. I love compliments. What is the strangest compliment you have ever received? Um, a teacher complimented my eyelashes, and I'm like, wait, what? I think she thought they were fake or something. Like, girl, um, what would I be if I had to give myself a high maintenance score from 1 to 10, with 10 being Kim Kardashian and 1 being Bear Grylls, whatever this word is. On a high maintenance scale, am I 1 to 10? 8. I wasn't say 7, but I feel like 8 would be more accurate. If someone wrote a book about me, what would the title be? Oh, that's the same thing. Oh, no, no, no. I can't speak for them. So if I wrote a book about me, and what would the title be? Layers of Javon, or The Layers of Javon, or something like that. What is the funniest thing about me? My delivery. Uh, how do you weigh different factors of a relationship, such as vibes or attraction? How do I weigh it? For me, I get attracted before I catch a vibe immediately. Like I just it's not enough for me to vibe with you. I'm telling you that now. I got to be attracted to you. Um, not subscribe. Describe each of the following in 2 words or less. The internet: toxic and informative. Instagram, same thing. TikTok, waste, trash. LinkedIn, I don't even know what that is. Kanye West, talented, misunderstood. Donald Trump, um, impeached. I don't know. Opinionated, confident. What are some things you never want to change about your life? Um, the people I have in it right now, my aunt. Um, and also, I never I never want to change. I never want to stop being successful and rich in the ways that I'm rich in now. Which 2 living people do you wish you were still that? Do you wait? Which 2 living people do you wish were still in your life? Nobody? Not a one. In what ways do you think your personalities... Wait a minute. No, I can't answer that question. That's for 2 people. What are your thoughts on traditional gender roles? I think that's such crap. Like the woman's place is in the kitchen and the man has to pay all the bills. Get out of here with that. Or the one person has to be the man and the other one has to be the woman. Now, growing up, I always thought that gay relationships was supposed to be a feminine energy and a masculine energy. That is what I want for myself, but I would not call that traditional gender roles. I'm attracted to masculine energy, so that is what I want personally. But relationships shouldn't be confined to that. Like, a woman can get out there and make more money than a man, and the man can stay at home, take care of the kids, and cook the food, or clean the house, or like, this is a different time. Like, this is not the 50s. What is a housewife? If you had to eliminate one of your senses, which would it be and why? I am not going to answer that because I believe in manifestation, and yeah. Which sense could you not live without? Oh, could I not live without? I don't even want to answer that. No, ma'am. Nope. Bad juju. Nope. What would your younger self struggle to believe about your current self? That it all worked out for me. That I, started wearing wigs and stuff, and, and dresses and stuff. Because, like, when I was younger, I didn't imagine all that stuff for me. Not necessarily. Not that I would, like, do it in public, Yeah, but, like, that will all be okay. Because it was, like, when you're in such a dark part of the tunnel, it's hard to see the light at the end of it. Yeah. What have you learned about yourself this year? Well, it's only February of 2023, but I'm learning that I'm learning to take myself more seriously. Like my dreams and desires. I'm putting myself, like, I always pride myself in putting myself first, but I think I really am, like, for real, in like a non-selfish way, in a more productive way. What experience would you like to share with? What would I like to share? What do you think? Okay, this is asking a person, so I can't really answer that question. What is my favorite snack? I don't have a favorite snack. I'm trying to inch away from salty stuff. That's like not my go-to. I try to keep it confined to this because it's saltless and it's good for me. It's nuts and berries. Um, what are your biggest? What is my biggest physical and sexual turn-ons? Oh, I could go on for hours. Okay, I love. I'm gonna close my eyes. I love when a man has big lips, not too big, but like full lips. I love like like neat dreads or a nice cut. I don't really like when a guy has braids. I don't find it to be cute at all. If you're gonna have facial hair, like make sure it's like nice and groomed, nice teeth, um, eyes that I can get lost in. They don't have to be colored. I'm not really into that. Um, I like a nice, guy. I like a guy with a nice butt, like a nice, you know, quarterback butt type thing going on, like not cellulite and just real jiggly with stretch marks. I don't like that. That's not sexy. That's not cute. That's not giving. I like a little muscular a little bit. You ain't gotta be ripped. I don't want you looking like Dwayne Johnson out here, but just have a little a little something going on here. Um, I prefer you to be hairless all looking through here. That taco meat, it's not giving. No ma'am. Um, Also, have nice feet. I'm not a foot fetish person, but I don't want you to take off your socks and I'm looking at Sasquatch. Like, have nice swag, Um, a turn on for me would be like when a man smells like when he got on like some expensive cologne or, child, it's been a long time. What mentors have you have had most significant impact in your life? It's a man. It was a reverend. He was the youth minister at the church I used to go to. And my aunt. Um, what do you think my most? What do I think my most awkward tendency is? Awkward. Speaking to a person more than one time, and it's kind of like I'll see you at 3, and I'll say hey, or I don't really do it. People normally do it to me, I would say, but like they'll see me at 3 and they'll say hey, then they'll see me at 7, and because we're passing each other and we don't want to like make it seem like we got an issue with each other, or like it's like awkward or whatever like that. We speak again. We be like hey, like we didn't speak earlier. Like it's weird. That's been happening to me since high school. If I had to convince my younger self that I was from the future, what would I need to say to make them believe me? I wouldn't need to say much. I would just appear and they will see the hair and the outfits and the nails and like how I would be proof that it all worked out, that it it was all not for nothing. Like it built my tough skin. You know, you can't call me the names you called me and at that time and me get offended or emotional or whatever. Like I'm gonna look at you like you're crazy and I might call you something worse. Okay. But yeah, like I wouldn't need to say anything. I just would need to appear and that would be their like my confirmation as my younger self that hey, it's gonna be okay. What has surprised me? Okay, what has surprised what has surprised you most about me? What has surprised me most about me? Um, my patience, because sometimes I don't know, child, where I get it from. What has surprised me least about me? Um, I don't know. Hmm. What do I think my best physical feature is? My eyes. I've always loved my eyes. What do I think my best? Oh, let's ask another person. Um, what is the biggest question? What? Oh no, that's asking somebody else. If I could instill one of my okay, that's asking somebody else. It says, in which ways do I feel like I'm most like each of my parents? I've only ever met my mom. So I couldn't really answer that question. Well, I could answer part of it. Um, well, I mean, whenever I was compared to my mom, it was like always something negative. So, I mean, um, in what ways are you most and least like your close friends? My aunt is, she's said before on more than one occasion that she and I are alike. Um, I would say in a lot of positive ways, actually. Like a lot of our views are similar on like especially serious subjects. What things can I do to make me feel closer to me? Stop doubting myself. Stop second guessing myself all the time. What things should I not do to make me feel closer to me? Keep making bad decisions willingly. Um, what are my pet peeves and what are my pet peeves? I think I said it earlier when I don't like when people stare. I don't like nosy people. I don't like unsolicited advice. I don't like when people butt in my conversations like just because you're in the room you feel like you can comment. Which emojis remind you most will remind me most of me? The smirk, the heart eyes. Yeah. We finna stop in a second. The video I'm talking about. Are there instances from your past that make you believe in fate? Not necessarily. Yeah. What parts of yourself do you see in what parts? Okay. What do you think you're most? Yeah, that's a question I have to ask somebody else. What are the three most important things to me in a partner? Love, honor, and respect. Could you date someone without one of them? No. Well, actually, I have, and that was the problem. That's why they're not here now. How would you describe my person? How would I describe my personality to my? That's a question I have to ask somebody else. What is the best gift I have ever received? My boombox. I was so happy. My mom and my mom's friend, her best friend, gifted me with a boombox. I remember like it was yesterday. We lived in I think it was a townhouse, and it was raining like crazy on Christmas, and they brought in this huge box, and I didn't know what it was. I opened that thing, and it was a boombox. So I was so happy. Um, I like left the whole gathering and just went upstairs and played my music, hooked it up, played my music. I had my little CDs and whatnot. I was blasting that Hannah Montana. Okay. Um, how would you rather be the best player or on an awful team or the worst on a great team? Ooh. If it's an awful team, then I'm guessing our stats aren't up to par. Well, and then if you're the worst, you're more likely to get benched or fired. I'm gonna have to plead it. No, I'm gonna answer the question. I'd rather be the worst. Not the worst. Ay, 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 ay. If I was the worst on a great team, they would like be taking little digs and that would piss me off. So I'd rather be the best on the awful team. What hobby do you wish you had stuck with or pursued? Tennis. If you had to trade lives with one friend, who would it be and why? I ain't got no friends. Describe how you communicate. That depends on what mood I'm in. If your communication skills were a person, what would they look like? Halle Bailey and Charlemagne the God. How do you wish you were? What do you wish you were better at? Believing in myself and my capabilities. What do your friends love and hate most about you? Um, that I don't. Okay, love most about me, my confidence, and hate most about me. Um, that I always second guess myself and talk down to myself. Um, what conspiracy theory do you think is most likely to be true? I don't believe in those. What would you describe how would you describe your spending habits? I don't spend like that. I mean, I've been getting a little bad with the DoorDash child, but I'm reeling that right on in. Um, how has your opinion of yourself changed over time? I've come a long way. My growth is just amazing. What things do you admire most about yourself? My confidence, my willingness to keep going, my strive for excellence, my way of thinking. Even though most people don't, you know, understand it most of the time. I'm starting to feel like they're starting to ask some of the like similar questions. If you could take away one person in the world's ability to reproduce, who would it be? If you could take away one person in the world's ability to reproduce, who would it be? I wouldn't take away nobody. What jobs are you surprised exist? I don't know. I don't think there is one for me. Tell me about a time or event in your life that changed you as a person. Um, when I was bullied and when I started sticking up for myself. Do you think you are where you are supposed to be? Absolutely. For right now. What are one of your relationship deal breakers? If you cheat or lie to me, you gotta go. Like break my trust, you gotta go. What are some small things that our relationship must haves for you? Trust, honor, and respect. If people came with a warning label, I was saying that earlier. What would yours say? Slick mouth, bad temper. Um, yeah, pretty much. How would you describe your spending habits? You just asked me what? Not you just asked me that. Child, ain't nobody in here. I said you just asked me that. Child, I can't. Um, how much power do people have over their lives? Um, however much God decides to give them, to be honest with you. I mean, people would like to say they have all the power, but no, they don't. Um, what do you think makes me, what do I think makes me different from the other people in my life? I'm a lot more attached to reality than they are. What three people do I spend the most time with? I don't spend time with more than three people. Um, so I can't answer that question. What do I give and what do I receive in those relationships? Um, I can only speak for on my as far as my aunt. I get great advice from her, and I give great advice. I feel like, and um, I get support, love, respect, loyalty. You know, and she's a neutral party. You have to respect that. In what ways do you think social media has changed dating? I don't think it changed dating. It's just another. It's kind of like the DM thing is kind of like DMing somebody on a dating app. It's no different. If you could be in a one-sided open relationship, would you? No. No. What did you learn about marriage from your parent? Who said that they were married? How do you view monogamy and open relationships? Monogamy, I would rather have a monogamy, relationship. Um, I'm indifferent about open relationships. If it works for you, it works for you. I don't necessarily want it. I don't like to share. Do you prefer to be a big spoon or little spoon? Big spoon. What are your thoughts on PDA? What types of are appropriate and which are not? Like putting your hands in somebody's pants and giving them pleasure is inappropriate. I don't think that's appropriate. But kissing, making out, grabbing butt from the, like the outside, outside the pants, and holding hands and hugging, that's very appropriate. Yeah, I'm gonna do like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do 4 more, then I'm gonna end the video because it's getting to be a little too long. It's not that many questions left, but I don't want the video to be too long. What do you think the opposite sex notices about me first? My wig. What do you notice first about the opposite sex? Nothing. Not nothing in particular. What does success look like for you? Being happy, being at peace, being financially not just comfortable but just wealthy. Being in a good headspace, like genuinely, and not working too hard to keep it. It's just natural, What is a secret to my? Okay, what are my secret success strategies? Perseverance, and I have a good person. Oh, I have I keep good influences around me. No mess. What would you do if you lost physical attraction to your significant other? Talk to them about it. I would even offer to go to the gym with them. If that starts an argument and you can't respect how I feel, I'm not gonna cheat on you. I'll leave you if anything. If you don't want to get it together, I'm sorry. What hair and clothing styles are you most attracted to? Vintage, all day long, and 70s, 80s, like in 90s, like early 90s. What hair and clothing styles are you most attracted to? I do like 80s hairstyles and 90s and 2000s hairstyles. What do you think what do I think my most annoying habit is? I get annoyed so easily, and that's not even a habit. Well, it actually is a habit. I get annoyed too easily. What do I think my most... Oh, that's something I have to ask somebody else. All right, last question. Knowing what I do now, what advice would I give my younger self? I'm telling you, you're gonna be okay. It's all I need to say. Like, And I have such conviction and confidence in my voice. I'm going to listen as a kid. I only listen to me most of the time. What advice does your current, what advice does the current me need? Believe in myself, and trust my instincts, and keep going because I know I'm going in the right direction. I feel it. I feel it. How many? I don't have many left. Should I keep going? Should I? How many of these I got left? No, I'm gonna stop it right there. We already at 50 minutes. Okay, we ain't finna make no movie. Okay. All right, y'all. I had kind of fun doing this. Yes. Look how much I done did. I done did way more than I didn't do. I might come back and do these. Like it's like just like a little bit left. I might maybe do this tomorrow or something, or maybe not because you guys, I really had a lot of fun doing this. If you want me to do more stuff like this, drop in the comments some suggestions. If you want me to, get another person up in here, well, not in here, but, in the video for me to do something with like this, drop in the comments, give me some suggestions of what you guys want to see. Maybe like movies or shows you want me to review. I already do like Baddies West, but, yeah, all that good stuff. You guys make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn your post notifications on so you know every time I post a video. Make sure y'all stay safe and stay sane.